Okay, so we're back for the final portion of our time together today about writing. And hopefully, you had some good conversations about those assignments, assignment A and B for each grade level. And hopefully, you got a chance to look at the whole grade band and think about the quality of each of those assignments and how they would help students meet Common Core state standards, or now our North Carolina state standards. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next slide, which is a chance for you to modify the current practices that you have going on in your classrooms related to writing. So what I want you to do is think about a recent writing task that you gave students to do that you think now might need improvement, especially based on the information that you've heard here today. So drawing on something that you've learned in this presentation, I want you to think about what you would do differently. Um, and so it could be something related to tying that writing assignment back to reading. It could be something about making the audience or the purpose more clear and authentic. Any of the things that you've heard about or seen today. And then I'm going to ask your facilitator to stop the video and give you some time to think about that and to share that with your group. Okay? Okay, so you've had some time to think about a writing assignment that you would tweak to make it a little better. Um, but now you may be thinking, but where do we begin with our overall writing instruction? So I want you to think back to the things that you did earlier in the presentation today, where you looked at your English Language Arts standards and thought about all the different types of writing, the ways to go about some strategies for writing, and I want you to examine your current practices and think about the types of writing that you're currently asking students to do, and then to determine what you need to stop doing, what you need to change, and what you need to start doing. And I'd like for you to take some time to really sit and think about that. I'm going to ask your facilitator once again to stop the video and give some time for thinking. We're going to take about 10 minutes to do this, for you to list the things that you need to stop doing, change, or start doing. Okay, so take some time to think about that. You've done a lot of work related to writing today, and I know that it's been a lot of me talking and a lot of you thinking and really digging in to thinking about writing instruction and how to help kids become better writers. But we've really only scratched the surface. There's so much more to consider, things like vocabulary and how that impacts writing, teacher feedback on writing, the feedback that you're giving to the students, helping kids to self-assess and peer edit, setting up classroom routines that support writing. If you're a teacher at Warsaw Elementary, then you know that based on our balanced literacy framework, ideally you'd want an extra 30 minutes in your literacy block for the purpose of teaching writing. And that's in addition to all of the writing that would be going on within the regular 90-minute literacy block. So maybe you have an opportunity to do that in your schedule, but a lot of places do not have the opportunity to do that. So coming up with some really good classroom routines that would support writing instruction is something else that we need to consider. How do we grade writing? And then there's writing in test situations, which is maybe a whole separate genre in and of itself, that we have to teach kids how to write in testing situations. We've got reluctant writers, ESL students. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But I appreciate your time today. And you have my contact information that was on the very first slide. And I look forward to working with you further on helping students become great writers. Thanks.